Hello again. I'm Rick the Divine Scribe, and welcome to The Word is Given. Today we're continuing our journey through the Gospel of Mark, chapter 1, verses 29 through 34. Mark tells us that as soon as Jesus and the disciples left the synagogue, they went to the home of Andrew and Simon. Simon's mother-in-law was there, sick with a fever, and they immediately told Jesus about her. Jesus went to her, took her by the hand, and helped her up. Immediately the fever left her as she began serving them. Today, we don't think much about fevers because modern medicine can usually bring them under control. But 2,000 years ago, a serious fever could easily become life-threatening. Imagine standing in that room. You know she's sick. You know she's weak. Then Jesus reaches out his hand and everything changes. She doesn't slowly recover. She doesn't spend days getting stronger. She stands up. Just like that. Can you imagine the silence that must have filled that room? The surprise, the relief, the joy. If I'd been standing there, I think I might have been speechless. How about you? How would you have felt? Mark then tells us that after sunset, something extraordinary happened. The word spread throughout Capernaum. Soon the whole town gathered outside the door. Think about that. The whole town. Imagine looking out the window and seeing your entire town waiting outside. People came carrying loved ones. Some were sick. Some were suffering. Some were desperate. Some were searching for answers they had never found anywhere else. Why did they come? Were they looking for a miracle? Or were they looking for hope? Perhaps both. Many of the people standing there lived with fear for years. Fear of illness, fear of losing family, fear of tomorrow. Fear of a future they couldn't control. They also lived under Roman occupation, looking for someone who could finally change their circumstances. Then Jesus arrived, not with threats, not with condemnation, but with compassion, with healing, with hope. Mark tells us that Jesus healed many who had various diseases and drove out many demons. He wouldn't let the demons speak because they knew who he was. Imagine watching all of that unfold in one single evening. One life after another being changed. This passage makes me wonder something. What if the greatest healing Jesus offered wasn't only physical healing? What if he was also healing fear, shame, loneliness, and despair? Physical healing changes a body. Healing from fear changes a life. Healing from shame changes the way we see ourselves. Healing from despair gives us the courage to keep moving forward. Maybe Jesus was doing all of those things. As someone who has experienced profound healing in my own life, I don't read passages like stories that happened to somebody else long ago. I see them as reminders that healing is still possible. One day I'll share more of that journey with you. It changed the whole direction of my life. And perhaps in some ways you'll recognize part of your own journey in mine. But for today, I simply want to leave you with this thought. Whatever you're carrying right now, whether it be fear, grief, regret, shame, or discouragement, don't stop believing that healing is possible. Sometimes the first miracle isn't that our circumstances change. Sometimes the first miracle is that hope returns. Sometimes healing begins the moment we reach out our hand and allow hope to reach back. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And remember this, we're on this journey together. Thank you for listening. I truly appreciate you. I'm Rick, the Divine Scribe, and I'll see you next time. Amen, amen, amen.